Hello, my name is Bennett Lehman, and this is my speech to inform. A little disclaimer as to why my voice might sound a little flat or lacking in energy. Why I have this hoodie on is because I've been battling the flu the last 3 or 4 days, and I've barely been able to get out of bed. In fact, I only really got out of bed today just so I could do homework and do the speech. So here we go. Um, have you ever cheated while doing something that you love? Well, the Houston Astros did over and over and over again. They cheated in 2017, and many people believe that they only clinched their World Series championship that year because of it. The Astros went from one of the worst teams in all of Major League Baseball to one of the best teams in the sport in a very, very short period. And this whole sign stealing scandal may have been a large reason why. So the Houston Astros cheated for a number of years and were finally caught in 2019. And the main pieces to note of this entire scandal is the team's usage of cameras to aid in sign stealing and the continued speculation of wireless buzzers being potentially worn underneath their jerseys. So what we know is that the Astros cheated in 2017 using the help of cameras set up in center field that relayed signs to the dugout and would in turn help batters to know what pitches would be coming. And the Astros won the World Series in 2017 against the Los Angeles Dodgers. And after an investigation that was completed by Major League Baseball, they found that the Astros actually did, in fact, use this system throughout their title run that year. Now, the way that this system worked was that they had a camera that was set up in center field near the batter's eye, and it would be aimed to the stance of the catcher where he would be throwing down fingers, telling um, the pitcher which pitches to throw, whether it was a fastball, a cutter, an off speed, a curveball, whatever. And the camera that was set up in center field was aimed directly at the fingers of the catcher, and that camera footage would be relayed to a monitor that was in the Astros home dugout at Minute Maid Park in Houston, and um, they would have someone that was in the hallway reading the monitor would relay it up to someone in the dugout, and they would hit the trash can with the corresponding pitch. So it was two hits for an off-speed pitch, such as a changeup or a curveball, maybe even like a knuckleball, and it was none at all to show a fastball, such as a four seam, a two seam, a cutter, a sinker, whatever it was. And what is still being questioned to this day, even in present day 2023, is that in addition to the cameras, which were confirmed, is that many people believe that the Astros wore buzzers underneath their jerseys as recently as their 2019 World Series loss to my hometown team, the Washington Nationals. Woo! So that they would be able to know what pitches were coming. So some of the punishment, reactions, and backlash and consequences that came from this entire scandal is that all of the evidence that came to light and that surfaced led many people to believe that the Astros should have their World Series championship of 2017 taken away, and that star second baseman Jose Altuve should have his MVP award taken away from 2017 as well, as he was one of the um, people that was named in the scandal as being a user of the sign stealing system. But much to the dismay of many fans and people around the league, is that no players actually faced any punishment. That's right, no one faced suspension. No one had anything taken away. However, many people that were not associated with the Astros organization and with their ball club, they were not happy. They wanted to see Astros players held accountable. They wanted to see them, face some, accountability, responsibility for their actions. And no players were actually suspended. And many people believe that the punishments that were handed out by Major League Baseball just weren't strict enough. Some internal disciplines that were taken by the Astros, to their credit, is that they did fire manager AJ Hinch and general manager Jeff Luhnow, um, and they fired them, cleaned house, and did not let them come back to the organization in any way, shape, or form, as they wanted to clear their slate. And some other repercussions from around the league was that former bench coach Alex Cora, who was associated with the Astros as a bench coach in 2017, was the manager of the Boston Red Sox and actually got fired by Boston because they didn't want to be associated with someone who could potentially, have some suspicious, intentions, as well as New York Mets manager Carlos Beltran was fired before even managing a single game for the Mets because of his role in the scandal as a player on the Astros in 2017. So, was it worth it for them? That's definitely up for debate, even in present day. Kind of moving past it, a lot of people still really aren't over what the Astros did, but to their credit, they did go out and win the 2022 World Series, and they were able to quiet a lot of haters, shut up a lot of doubters. Um, and they're looking like they're going to be a formidable team for years to come. But yeah, this is my speech to inform about the Houston Astros cheating scandal of 2017. Thank you.